Now we're actually live. Yaku says we're live again, so I believe him, honestly, like I did the previous time. Welcome, everyone, to the Shader Showdown finals of Assembly 2020. I'm your co-host, PS. I have with me Oki as well. Oki, please say hello.
I'm co-host Oki, and together we are combined one host.
We have a great finals of some Shader Showdown live coding for you guys between two people that were qualified yesterday on the semifinals. If you missed it, you suck. You should have seen it live because both of them were quite good.
Really
the first
good
player that we have lined up is Exka from Finland, and the second one is Monsieur Soleil from France. And for those who didn't follow yesterday's semifinal, the live voting had some issues and there were some weird things happening. And we thought that Evil was the winner of that very competitive semifinal. But after checking the votes, we found some issues, or T101 found some issues on the voting system. And we ended up concluding that actually the winner is Monsieur Soleil. So if you find... if your memory is tricking you, you were correct. But it was a very close semifinal and really good stuff, wasn't it, Oki?
It was a fantastic semifinal. Both rounds were really good, but yeah, the round between Monsieur Soleil and Evil was absolutely mind-blowing, different, and interesting. And yeah, when we realized Monsieur Soleil actually had won, but Evil took it in stride. So massive props to everybody being lenient, and a shout out to T101 for fixing everything. Today, everything is fixed. So today you can vote for the final on scene.assembly.org.
We didn't have just one winner yesterday of live coding. We had 3 winners. One of them was T101. Thank you for all the hard work getting the live voting system up and running.
Absolutely. So I think we should count down for the final. So that's indeed Exka versus Monsieur Soleil. Mayor on the beats.
Yep. Let's see if we have the shaders on screen, if our production would be so kind.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm very excited for this. Here we go. Exka versus Monsieur Soleil. Anything else to say before we get the show on the road, Aki?
It's Finland versus France. So let's see how this goes. And indeed, let yourself be known in the Twitch stream and vote during the match and after the match for the winner of the Assembly 2020 Shader Showdown. So let's just do a countdown and let them start, I'd say.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. DJ, spin that shit. You can get coding, guys.
So it's 25 minutes on the clock, as per usual. If you just checked in, you've never heard about Shader Showdown. It's basically as you can see, there are 2 programmers working. In 25 minutes, they have to program a shader-based effect. And then you can decide if you like it, and you can vote for it, and they'll win. One of them will win.
First 10 minutes will be mostly people doing some setup code and things like that, trying to get their array marching loops. Here is the music with some delay. People will just be setting up their array marching loops. One of the most usual techniques on pixel shader coding is to do array march loop, taking full advantage of all the stuff that pixel shader live coding has to offer. So it'll be you can see both people already setting that up, and after those 10 minutes we'll start to see some changes, maybe some balls in the screen, maybe a plane, maybe some boxes.
It's always a surprise which geometrical shape we'll see first. Exka already turned the tunnel effect. Is basically the standard tunnel you get. Exka turned it off and is coding his own routines. Monsieur Soleil, yesterday, left the tunnel on for quite a while until he turned it off and had his own effect on. And I wonder where they go to for this match.
They're just so used to lay down this boilerplate code they don't really need to see. And even if they try to compile it, it would just be a black screen in the beginning. So might as well just write everything out. Although the tunnel can be a bit distracting. That's probably why most people turn it off while they're starting to code. That stuff. Also, I have a message here from Remina that the live voting system is open, so you can start voting already at the URL that Oki will say because I forgot about it again.
It's again scene.assembly.org, and that's scene as in SCENE.assembly.org. You can log in and vote. And indeed, now it's not much to vote for yet, but if you stay put and watch for the coming 22 minutes and 45 seconds, you'll see more and more things happen. And
yeah, you can update your vote at any time. T101 made sure that it doesn't fuck things up on the live system anymore.
We'll make very sure.
So feel free to update all the times you want.
Yeah. And no, they did runs of the live voting during the competitions before this, so it seems to all work. But now we say it, you probably jinxed it. But let's hope not. But yeah, so it's 22, 2.5 minutes. It's the first 5 minutes. Not a lot of action on the screen yet. It's always. What do you think, BS? They will go for? Do you have a preference? Do you have a hope?
I'm leaning towards Monsieur Soleil, but I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised by Exca. I've seen some stuff from Exca. I haven't seen anything that was like really blowing my mind out of the water, and the shader that Monsieur Soleil yesterday had really surprised me, so I really like that a lot. So I'm leaning a bit towards the French crowd. By all means, Exca, please kick my shoes off.
Prove him wrong. And Exca has been consistent, interesting effects. Also effects you don't really see at shader showdowns. But yeah, Monsieur Soleil yesterday really strong round. So it's like, the tension is high, and Exca was already kind of aware of like, I have to go start practicing and up my game. But indeed, it's all live. There is no copy pasting, nothing prepared. Everything is live, so they could practice. But everything you see now has been coded on the spot.
It's hard to check if they really. I mean, they could have a second monitor with everything open, and they just copy paste from there, copy paste visually from there, see what they're supposed to be typing.
Over?
This is a honor-based kind of thing.
Yeah, it's an agreement, and it is honor-based. And if you really go to that effort to like type something in and type it over, that's
you suck.
Kind of like, I know. It's a gentleman's agreement. We do this for fun. We do this for the acceleration of doing it live. So yeah, I can't imagine them actually cheating. That's so not the shader showdown. We see a sphere on Xcast. I think he started the same. No, was that the round, or was it the round with the spheres that they started with spheres?
Yeah, it was Xca versus Provod. Yeah, double the spheres, triple the excitement.
Double the sphere. So again, a sphere. So that's his routine. He starts with that sphere and then builds from there.
Yep.
And it's fun to see Monsieur Soleil typing, and absolutely that tunnel, just that damn tunnel still there.
It haunts you at night.
It's mocking us.
T101 is dropped me a message on Discord saying the votes are coming in and no dupes this time. So hopefully we'll have a clean live voting session this time. Thank you so much, T101, for your effort cleaning up the live voting system.
T101 is a trooper for live fixing all these issues that they had.
Multiple balls on Exca.
Wow, there's something.
Infinity.
It looks like marching, I guess.
Yeah, it's turtles all the way down. In this case, it's balls all the way down.
Balls all the way down, and let's see where he goes with it. It's 19
take a closer look at that coach. It's a Ray marching loop. It looks like that.
Yeah. Maybe he goes for a bit more traditional Ray marching effect this time. He struggled with effects, trying to get things he wanted to do done, as he said yesterday as well. Like he had something planned, couldn't get it implemented in time. So maybe he's going a bit more conventional, something he knows he can finish or he can do what he wants.
Let's see. For now, the balls are transparent, which is always nice to see.
Yeah, we looked at Monsieur Soleil's effect yesterday. It was also very transparent and very.
It started in a similar way to this, and then it took a life of its own with all the transparencies and reflections and whatnot. Still nothing on screen from Mrs. Slay. As I say that,
as you say it, as it always goes, as soon as you say it, it will change. A giant yellow sun. Also,
complaint tactics. The moment you complain, now it's a box, and now it's a sun again.
This is the whole life aspect of it all. It's like it changes every second.
You think the sun is what you should really worship, but then there's a box in the sky glowing like crazy, and suddenly you realize that the real god is a cube.
What if the sun was square? It would be so weird.
Yeah, think about it, guys.
Now we have two kind of similar looking screens, which is fun.
Yeah. Ball versus ball, but one is yellow, the other one is white, so you can vote if you like colors or if you don't like colors.
Black and white, as we know your Professor, but here we see. Oh, this might actually be. Is this an animation already? Like he's changing the effect?
Mm-hmm.
thought he was kind of flipping between like, do I want a box or do I want a circle? But it's just part of the effect already.
Yeah.
And has glow, and this is 17 minutes, so we're 7.5 minutes in. Nearly.
Okay, I think he knows what he wants to do. I think he has a plan. He was telling us earlier that he was just at a bar. He usually takes a nap before shader coding to, I don't know, relieve him of the stress. I don't know. I didn't ask that part. But today he went to a bar because it's the last day that bars are open in France. They're closing things back down because of COVID, so he had to go to the bar, and I hope he got the required inspiration to thrive at this shader showdown.
I like
so far so good.
The glow. He has the glow in it already. I think this is indeed. And here we go. XK has a plan as well. I think they're both solid starts. Like not even 10 minutes in, and we already have visuals, different visuals. Here's some animation coming in. Some
moving ball.
A moving ball. The ball moving into the black background. It's a metaphor for life. It's a metaphor for us all moving back into lockdown, for the pubs closing.
Yep.
In the Netherlands, yesterday was the day the pubs closed. So yes, it's all going through that same thing. But now, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the shaders.
Yeah.
The world is crap enough. But we are now witnessing live, programmed magic.
Magic on screen.
Actual magic.
Oh, and I do miss seeing this live at the party place. It's a lot more stressful to code at the party place when you are in the middle of the stage. Everyone is looking at you.
It's your people. Yeah, you're on. It's like, especially for some of the people not really seeking that kind of being in the spotlight.
If you hate coding with someone looking over your shoulder, this is like 10 times worse, 100 times worse.
And sometimes people I've seen in that revision, people kind of underestimate it. They go to the stage and they go like, oh crap, I'm actually on the stage.
Look at all these people. These people are nothing. A lot more people are watching at home. And they're like, oh crap, I caught myself in.
The live aspect, the crowd cheering for people is awesome. But now you can cheer digitally by voting on seeing.assembly.org.
Yep.
And please do. You can already now decide indeed if you like.
Do another stress test for T101 system. He didn't have enough stress tests yesterday. The sun is moving now, which looks pretty interesting.
Oh, XK goes full colors.
Ah, nice.
Like clown confetti, and now it's kind of. Oh, and this is very, very vaporwavy VHS effects from Monsieur Soleil.
Now that you say that, it does remind me of that sunset vaporwave kind of look with the lines crawling.
Yeah, with the lines, this is very like I said, VHS cover was like movie company bumpers, like from the 80s, like VHS company bumpers that are very trippy. And XK is doing indeed. There's movement. There's nice soft focus. Balls is the team.
Yeah.
With the one square and Monsieur Soleil. So here we go. This is. Oh, and next guy's doing, there we go, he's doing rotation. Balls
Panoramic view of all the balls in the world.
It's infinite balls.
I like that, and they're colorful. They're very Dutch color scheme, so I guess you like this.
It's he had it very Dutch color scheme, clown confetti, but then he toned it down a little bit, made it more pastel-y. Radium B?
The Dutch like their colors non-pastel-y.
We like our colors stark and abundant and everywhere. All of them at the same
abundant. Nice one.
But yeah, no, this is 15 minutes in, 14 minutes and 10 seconds now, so we're at 10-minute mark, and indeed, as PS said in the beginning, 10 minutes, you get to see things moving. Well, actually, it was even faster in this round. We saw people having their ideas on screen. I'm really looking forward to where XK's going with this, because he has like a lot of time to mess. It already looks cool, like he has very cool looking colorful balls, but what can he do with it? Oh, there we go.
Oh,
can light the whole thing up. Lighting it up like Christmas.
Some yellow fog in it.
Very cool.
Make
and
my balls even more yummy.
Never seen something this in Marching Gun on the shader. And let's see Monsieur Soleil. He's more subdued, one shape. But yeah, awesome with the lines. I wonder where he's going with this.
Yeah, he's working on the next stage. You can see him coding there, the next part of the loop.
Yeah,
doing different
I'm
materials.
not sure if I like
reflections, apparently. Material reflect, he just wrote.
I'm not sure if I like the flipping to the square. It's kind of distracting.
I guess he wants to do like two scenes kind of thing, and when there's like more complex objects in it, it will look more interesting. Let's wait and see how it turns out.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to where it goes for both of them. This is already nearly at the halfway point. Which is always an exciting moment.
So 13 minutes left.
Yeah, for me it's counting down. We're at 12:40, so we're nearly at the. I don't know how out of sync all our streams are. This is the
No, I was just rounding things up.
Rounding things up, okay, because now, and for me, it's literally right now we're at the halfway mark. So that's 12 and a half minutes gone, 12 and a half minutes to go.
There was some weird transparency thing going on X's screen there, which I kind of liked, but he sort of reverted it, or is still fine-tuning it, I guess.
Fine-tuning it, and he's turning things off. It's also, you don't really know. So here we go. This is Monsieur Soleil
going, I don't know. Is that going clubbing?
I think so.
It's going somewhere.
This is how you stumble through a tunnel when you try to find your front door after a night.
This is an ode to revision then, where we see the tunnel at the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. Very long tunnel for the bathroom.
This is indeed the tunnel, and every moment, every time you think you're getting close, you're actually like, it's moving away from you. Oh, and it's rad. The tunnel of Satan.
It's a dangerous tunnel.
Yeah, like the colors are coming in, blue and red, but very 2D vibe.
I think he really has a plan. I think he knows what he wants to do and is still polishing up to reach that part.
I wanted to see where this is indeed when he's turning things on, twiddles the knobs. 11 minutes and 15 seconds, we're nearly at that. And so it's always how fast it goes. When we start a round, you think 25 minutes, oh man, that's so much time. And then before you know it, you're at the halfway point. And then before you know it, you're done. Like, it's imagine being the programmer. Imagine
11 minutes left.
Sitting there typing, and you know you only have 11 minutes left. So here we go. XK, and indeed vote already. Now they're getting more and more defined into their own shader. So let know to us, them, organizers, people, we are them. That sentence was incredible. So just let us know who you think should win the Assembly 2020 Shader Showdown in this final. Is it XK or is it Monsieur Soleil?
Both at the same time. Can we actually get a draw? If it draws, how do we resolve this?
That would be interesting. I think we had a draw once, and then we had them.
You used to have draws at revision, and because people were clapping, and people were just clapping enthusiastically for both of the people. It was really hard to define who was clapping the loudest. So it used to be the jury that decided.
We had our benevolent judge Havoc, who at one point Vince McMahon a decision. And we had the voice of God, was D-Fox on the grandstand. Who could
the voice of God. The voice of God has come down upon us and decided the winner.
So yeah, he would then say from the top of the hall like what he would hear. But I think we did before had a time extension.
Oh, that could be interesting.
5 more minutes. So if we have a draw and then we have...
Well, what if both of them are done?
Yeah, it's a risk, so you don't know. So maybe, we don't know. If it's a tie, I also...
Excuse me, does one of you want to completely screw up your effects so the other person wins? Do you mind doing that now?
Yeah, 5 minutes, kind of go bug wild, and then people have to vote again. It's like, I don't know. But the question is now being asked on the Slack as well. Like, what do we do upon a draw? Well, we'll see if we get there. But now Monsieur Soleil has a cube. The cube.
So people, you know what you need to do. Live vote. Make sure that when you're live voting, confer with everyone who is live voting and make sure you make it a draw. Just so we make life harder for the organizers.
To make it interesting for everybody involved.
9 minutes left. Monsieur Soleil is doing some changes. The cube is now rotating. It has this weird glow around it, which is interesting.
I like it. I like Monsieur Soleil's take on shaders. It's very illuminating and very transparent.
Yeah.
I'm making up words as I go.
Yeah, I like that it focuses more on the glow vibe of it. Like yesterday's shader was sort of similar to that, but with more transparencies, not focusing so much on the objects, but more the aesthetic look of the colors around it. So I find that interesting.
Definitely a Monsieur Soleil shader, it's in the same style, but it's definitely a new take. And XK is going all...
Oh, and you can see those vaporwave changes happening now on the glow. Very interesting.
And I don't think I've seen XK's shader change.
Yeah, either he's planning something else, or he's a bit stuck, wondering what to do next. Still typing though, so he's there.
Or maybe he's prepared. That's also the thing. Like maybe he's preparing. My shader knowledge is not good enough.
I'll take your shader knowledge and multiply it by 2. 0 times 2, it's the knowledge of shader that I have.
0 times 2. There we go. XK did something. Or
Full screen. It's a plasma effect.
Oh, this is interesting. Is this now?
Maybe he's going to apply it somehow to,
he's applying it over and over
to the balls.
I have also, because this is me, I've done a lot of Shader Showdown commentary. It's what I see people do. And it's interesting to see how people
okay, after commentating so many Shader Showdowns, you should be coding shaders like a pro. What's up with that?
I will say that I have downloaded Bozumel, but my programming knowledge is from the 90s. So it's...
How can I just declare a variable? I just want to declare a variable.
I remember the Pascal language. It's the same, right? No, it's
coding shaders in Pascal. That would be awesome. Turbo Pascal or which version of Pascal are we talking about?
Turbo Pascal. Like just the old school Pascal. Begin end.
Sounds great.
5 minutes. It's getting kind of interesting now. XK is turning things on and off.
One thing that I wanted to mention before we get caught up on the final part of Shader Showdown. We have compo blocks coming up afterwards. Short film, Real While, and the Pico 8 compo will be coming up after this. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be awesome.
Absolutely.
Back to shaders.
Shader 6 minutes, and I hear that it's close. So do vote. I hear it's close. So please let us know, Monsieur Soleil or XK, who's gonna win. And I'm not biased, XK or Monsieur Soleil. I'll try to shake him up. I don't want to bias any of you because it's difficult enough as it is. And yeah, indeed, Monsieur Soleil doing interesting bouncing on the music, I presume.
Mm-hmm. It feels on beat to me that I'm listening to the music coming from the stream.
Very, very French, polished, shiny look. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this round.
You know what's missing? It's missing a vignette. To be completely French, it's missing a vignette. That's what it's missing.
Thank you, Morivol, for letting us know that.
Well, both contestants need a vignette. XK needs vignette. Monsieur Soleil needs vignette.
Vignette. All the best words are French words like croissant, vignette, baguette.
Yeah, the French people were complaining that we didn't make enough fun of the French accent, so we're compensating now.
For the last 5 minutes, we will only speak in a French accent.
No, you will lose all the French viewers now. They're like, they're making fun of us. We don't eat croissant all day. We also eat baguette. Anyways, X's screen, the balls are moving. I don't know what he did with the plasma thing. The lighting looks kind of different. It's still all over the place, though. I don't know if that's a placeholder color, so if he's really going for that.
The balls are bigger. The camera is. I like the. It's very pleasing. It's a very pleasing image, and I love the soft focus balls. That's very good.
Who doesn't?
I like my 70s erotic movies and soft focus. And Monsieur Soleil, doing that shade, that dancing cube. Very cool. Light.
It's gonna be hard to vote, and there are 4 minutes left.
4 minutes left. So go vote.
Do you want to saying that the results are very close right now, like 2 points close. So make sure you make it tie, people. You need to make it tie.
If you haven't voted yet, please do vote. Your vote
again.
Make the difference. Like it's that close. So
yeah, your vote matters. Your vote matters. This is like for the U.S. election. Your vote really matters. Go out there and vote.
I wanted to say, unlike the U.S. election, here actually matters.
On this election, you don't get to put a Shido in power for 4 more years, so it matters a lot more.
It matters a lot more, but I see now Monsieur Soleil.
Oh, transparency balls. Oh.
The balls again, Monsieur Soleil is adding extra
vavavoom, extra pizzazz.
Multiplying the cubes in the background, or is this just in the shape? I don't know enough about shading. I apologize. I'm just here to be wowed by the visuals.
If one cube makes a lot of mess, multiple cubes make a lot more.
Yes. I like that saying.
You like my logic, my reasoning,
You're a sage, wise man.
my extremely sage reasoning.
Sage reasoning.
And if you're in doubt between a tunnel and cubes, just make a tunnel out of cubes.
A lot of cues, but this is X-Guy is going very slow. Indeed, also kind of vaporwavy, kind of old school visuals, MTV Party Zone style. Yeah, niceness. They're very cool shaders. Again, like really good round. Good final 2.5 minutes though. So
Yeah, not much
are they
time left.
gonna mess with it? I like it when X-Guy shaders moves and it looks a bit like a butt.
That's what you get for playing with balls.
Or ball, soft focus ball. So let's see. 2 minutes. How is Monsieur Soleil doing? We have X-Guy on full screen. At the end, we also have the shaders in full screen for a little bit, so you have some extra time to vote and make up your mind. Ooh, there was a... Is that a glitch in the Soleil shader? The blue screen doesn't look right.
No, it's art. You just don't understand art.
I don't. I just wrote my name on the urinal, and that's it. But yeah, I wonder if this is probably not intended. He has a minute to fix it, or roll it back, or whatever he wants to do, or maybe he wants to leave it in and kind of want to make statements.
Okay, get the art vote from the people out there.
If you like it, vote for Monsieur Soleil. It's very cool. Maybe
1 minute, 20 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I'm starting to like the blue screen. I'm very much. And oh, there we go. The cube is going. Wow.
Now it's splashing more on tune with the track. Or it felt like it.
Is it all maybe all intended? Oh, there we go. This is all kind of like. See, that is the last minute, and Monsieur Soleil might be messing with it and changing it on the spot. This is a very, I want to say nerve-wracking, but also very chill round. Because the effect is so chill.
40 seconds left.
Yeah, Monsieur Soleil is literally squeezing everything out in the last 40 minutes. I think maybe X-Guy might be done. I don't know if he's adding anything to his effect still. 30 seconds on the clock. Maybe this is it. I'm really enjoying both these effects. I wouldn't want to call this round. So vote. X-Guy's asking, is my code not updating? I don't know what it is.
It's gonna reboot. Rebooting time for the last voting time.
We'll give him some extra time to like reboot and then launch again. But this is the time. The time is here. Monsieur Soleil added some last second bits, I want to say, that kind of literally are shaking up his effect. And X-Guy has this very chill vaporwave effect that he might...
Like glitches there on the stuff. Let's see if we can get at least Monsieur Soleil in for an interview while X-Guy tries to figure out. Hey, Monsieur Soleil, how's it going?
Same as always, like 25 minutes of coding, and afterwards I just want to die. Afterwards.
Again asking the question, why did I sign up for this?
Because it never ends like a planet. It's always like, oh, I did some really cool stuff today. Oh, it's going to be really cool. And afterwards it's like, it's not going on like what I wanted to do.
We're doing some last minutes. The last second changes, it looked like.
Yeah, just changed the time because, like, I told myself, okay, I don't have time to do anything else. Just change some stuff, and maybe something is going to be cool.
Well, it's a very good effect. Thank you so much for participating. And very cool.
There's some weird glitches in there as well that make something interesting out of it as well.
Yeah,
I really like the aesthetic of it all. It's pretty cool.
It's not glitches. That wasn't intended, actually.
It's on purpose. It's on purpose.
Especially the blue screen or the CN screen.
It was a purpose thing. It was the thing I was looking for, actually.
Nice. Well,
okay.
And let's see if X-Guy, can we get X-Guy in as well? Did his effect update?
Yeah, X-Guy is saying that he doesn't have audio input affecting stuff. and that on his screen it's being affected by audio. So I don't know if you have someone from production, if maybe Bonzomatic on the computer that is showing the stuff on screen is not reacting to the audio, which would suck. We might have to restart Bonzo with the correct settings if that's the case, because this might influence the voting. So let's give our organizing team a second to figure out what to do about this. The live voting will not close immediately. And I guess we have to stall for a few minutes.
So maybe
Okay.
is XK still coding, or can he maybe drop in?
I think the
plan was.
Yeah, I guess we can interview him while they try to check the audio stuff.
If he has time for it, because he's still talking to the organizers. We'll look at Monsieur Solar's effect for a little bit. Maybe also buy.
Hey, XK.
I don't know.
I can talk.
Yeah, I think your issue is that you on your side you have the sound working, Bonzomatic reacting to the sound, but on the side of the organizers, the Bonzomatic was not capturing the right card or the right output, so it's not
like
reacting to the sound. So let's hope the organizers can figure out a way to fix it before voting close. Well, but tell us about the experience overall. Did you manage to do what you were set out to do? Did you have any troubles?
Parameters. I did this effect. I brought this like 4 times today, and every time it was different.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, the first one I made was the best looking, but this one has some phasing which doesn't happen because for some reason timing, the FFT data doesn't come in, and time is ruined by that for the phasing.
Okay, let's see if the organizers manage to fix it and show it on screen. Tell us a little bit about the whole Shader Showdown experience, not just today, but also yesterday, the whole thing. Was it more interesting than last year? Did you have as much fun? I guess it wasn't as stressful because you weren't looking for a .x for 15 minutes.
Yeah, last year's final was kind of intense. I was looking at my comments. There's no errors, and every debug that I could print was looking good. So at like 7 minutes before time ended, I just dropped everything and did up one single brown ball.
Brown balls are where it's at. Well, but it should have that like at 10 minutes, not at 25. So yeah, okay. Organizers still trying to figure out what's happening with Bonzo. They need to reboot Bonzomatic with the sound coming in. They need to select the correct Bonzomatic, the correct input for Bonzomatic. So they're still trying to figure that out. Okay, you're the stalling expert. Can you tap dance a little bit?
I don't know if you could hear that, but that was just me tap dancing. Because I'm always wearing my tap dancing shoes, as you do.
We could do some finger tap dancing, huh?
But yeah, no, to see...
Oh, I know what we can do. Okay, are you ready for this? You're going to rap about Shader Showdown. Huh?
No, no.
No? Okay.
No, not
You're not
today.
drunk enough?
Yes, I stopped drinking, so...
Is that the reason?
That's the reason I'm not as keen on freestyle rapping as I used to be before.
You were saying that we needed a showdown, a battle showdown instead of a shader showdown, and now you're just wimping out.
At one point, I would love the programmers to actually, instead of coding, like in Bonzomatic, to just yell their code at each other.
That could be interesting.
So you basically just yell routines at each other, and then they have to rhyme. So
that's just evil. That would just be evil.
Would be very funny. So, but yeah, I wonder, are we?
We're waiting if organizers can.
So yes, well, it was a good round. So both. Yeah, I'm happy indeed that XK got something more than a brown ball. Last year's final was a whole different situation. We also, I think it was the final where Nobby got locked into the toilet, couldn't get out. And everything was kind of stressful. Also, the first time we did Shader Showdowns at Assembly. So I'm very happy that we're doing a Shader Showdown at Assembly online. And hopefully next year, let's pray to whatever we want to pray to, that we can go to Assembly next year and do Shader Showdown on the big screen in the main hall. That's the end goal here. So,
yeah, I do miss the live shader coding stuff.
No, it's so much, and definitely if you're seeing this on the stream and you're like, this is cool, I want to know more about it, check it out. Check out, indeed, as we said, there are some shader coders like Evil and Flopin are doing weekly streams on Twitch. And they explain how shaders work, so you can get into it. You can download Bonzomatic from the Git, hosted by Musan, I think, is the person maintaining the online version we've been using this year, as PS told me yesterday.
Yeah, Nusen has a lot of interesting streams explaining a lot of interesting stuff, more advanced for people. If you're like a beginner at learning shader coding, I recommend Evil's stream on his Twitch channel. You have a lot of videos there uploaded explaining everything from the most basic to the more complex. He has a whole series of videos, so that's really the best resource. There's also a very interesting seminar given by Flopin and Evil, where they explain like the basics of what ray marching is and how you code pixel shader, which is a great resource.
And it's also really just to also kind of understand what's going on the screen when people are shader coding, and it's just there's quite a big scene of people doing this. It's on Shader Toy as well. People are messing with shaders. People put them on Shader Toy, try to do Shader Toy shaders in live coding sessions. So yeah, shaders is the future, or a future, or part of the future. Because I don't want to diminish anything else that we do, but as you can see, it's very fun. And look at these two effects, and we haven't even seen XK's final form.
The final form. It's gonna be over 9,000.
It's gonna be over 9,000, as you know. So yeah, the voting will be open until we've got this fixed and until we get to see XK's effect properly. So people are like working behind the scenes very hard at this. So yes, interesting things. Just the shader malarkey as it is. Yeah, if you're interested, go find these people, go find Bonzomatic, go look at Shader Toy. Look at people's Twitch.
And if you like the sounds that we were playing, you can check out Mayor_DJ on Twitch as well. He will be continuing his set as well today.
Shout out to Mayor for doing the DJ sets, live sets.
All with live vinyl. If you like vinyl, Mayor has you hooked up with that.
He still plays spins records like actual records.
Yep.
Not these newfangled MP3s. I don't think MP3s. I think people now just stream DJ.
Some DJs really want like flags and stuff because, oh my god, my ears can tell the difference. I don't know why I'm doing this with a French accent. I guess French people are snobs in my head. I apologize to all French people out there.
It's immediately David Guetta going like, I need my flag.
I need my flag. Flag or get the fuck out. That was Monsieur Soleil complaining that we're all wrong.
We apologize. We're sorry. We're not.
We talk a way better English than you all are. So please stop using the French accent to make fun of us.
You're completely correct. I apologize, Monsieur Soleil.
I'm apologizing right now. Okay.
Automatic winner, Monsieur Soleil, because we made fun of French accent. Or I can try to make fun of the Finnish accent, which is the Compo Wiener. The Compo Wiener for today.
Finnish, hardly English, so.
Yeah. So we can make fun of both.
The keyboard was very slippery, and it was a good game, everybody.
That's a great Finnish accent. Actually, it's almost as if you're really Finnish. One thing I never heard is a Finnish person making a French accent and talking Finnish. That I never heard. That would be something. Or the other way around, French person talking with a Finnish accent. That would also be interesting.
I have studied some French.
Okay.
XK,
for extra points, you can try to do a French accent live now.
French.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
That was excellent.
That's the only line I remember.
With the Finnish accent, it would be vous voulez coucher avec moi.
D1 is saying you do not want to hear the Finnish French accent. Well, too late. We already did, and it was awesome. Anyways, I think Orgas are still trying to go around the studio. They're trying to get cables from one side of the studio to the other to see if Bonzomatic is going live. I don't know. I guess at some point we will need to give up on that attempt. So I don't know. Orgas, let us know how much longer should we be waiting.
let's take a look, because we've seen Monsieur Solei's effect on the screen a long time. Can we look at XK's effect now full screen? Because even what he has now, like it's good. Like it's a good effect.
But it's not reacting. It's not reacting to sound. Imagine all those balls bouncing.
Oh yeah, if it's gonna be like that, I'm gonna just... Oh, you're closing in on a solution? Yeah,
Maybe. It's okay. You know, a demo party is only a real demo party if there are technical issues involved. Computers are hard, you know. People, computers are hard.
And I remember that when demo parties, like, you need to have some issues during...
In the good old days, we would just reboot the computer for every single entry. But nowadays, we have a live stream going. It's hard to reboot the machine.
People expect everything to go flawless, and it is still like, it's a lot of work. Like, people are running this from computers in Finland, where people were programming.
Don't talk bad about computers in Finland, yo. Computers in Finland are just like any other computer.
I didn't mean that. I meant it's all technology, and technology tends to break. And on the worst occasions, it waits for breaking when you don't want it to break, and this happens during competitions and during live streams. It breaks in a way you've never even thought it'd break. Like the voting yesterday, like T101 had never expected that he had to live code the voting.
Yeah, DJ Kim, the problem here is that we are using computers. That's exactly the issue. If only we were using web-based solution. Not web-based, I mean water-based solution. Like an organic machine. I don't want to say machine. An organic, what's an alternative word for an organic automata that manages to conjure different audiovisual aspects for your entertainment pleasure and send them across the entire world for you to observe and live vote via postcards, apparently.
Pigeons, or carrier postcard pigeons.
Carrier pigeons.
Who knows? Carrier cats running around the world wearing cute little baskets with votes. It would be adorable.
Ah, the cute little baskets. That really... That does all the difference.
Cute baskets is important.
XK saying planets as data transfer. Yeah, I'll send you a whole planet, and the planet has the information. When it collides against your planet, you get all the data.
You get all the data briefly. You have to do it for a second, and then everything is gone. So, planet is data transfer. I like how we got here within not even a minute. We're talking about planet and data transfer. This is how we always end up. Especially
planets are a very important discussion in the demo scene. We have a lot of demos with references to planets and space. I made a whole playlist just with demos featuring space.
Well, what do you think that is? Is it because spheres are easy to render?
Also the mystery of exploring the great outdoors. I mean, it's like the ultimate frontier, as they say on the famous franchise, which will not be named.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars. Did you see that image that puts all of the different space sci-fi elements inside and calls it a different name just to piss everyone off? Like piss all the Star Trek, all the Star Wars, all the Star Wreck. Yes, shout out to Finland. Star Wreck is a thing. It's awesome. Firefly, all the different elements there, just everything mashed up. So everything is wrong.
This German Star Trek called Raumpatrouille Orion.
Raumpatrouille.
Raumpatrouille.
Oh, look!
Oh, there we go.
XK's balls move. They distort with the sound. Here we go, everybody. Time to update your live vote.
Yes, now we have a minute to vote. So now look at this, and it is absolutely worth it.
And we have confusion blasting on our ears.
Yes.
So perfect party move. Sorry everybody for the technical details. Go update your vote now at URL that
very Adult Swim ghost.
What's the URL? It's scene.assembly.org. Yeah.
Scene.assembly.org. Log in with your scene ID and vote for XK or Monsieur Solei, but you're absolutely worth the wait.
We're going to give you exactly 1 minute more to live vote. So vote now, vote fast, vote quick. Make sure not to crash the system. Otherwise, T101 will have to be the last coder standing today.
Coder standing, and we don't want that for now. Yes, it's hard enough as it is.
I'm asking the organizers when the voting will close and when we can announce if the winner will be announced now.
Well, that's a good question, actually. Are we immediately announcing the winner?
Monsieur Soleil is already drinking. It's the last day of Friends bars open. He needs to drown. Now that he saw Exka's balls moving, he's afraid. All of a sudden, all the fears came rushing back.
I love how you just said, like, Monsieur Soleil is already drinking. I want to emphasize that we're in the text chat of the Showdown, and Monsieur Soleil just in all caps said, drinking! So, he's out. He's like, last night with the pubs open, he's out, he's gone. But are we indeed announcing it after the...
Countdown 10 to me for closing the vote. So the vote will close in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Go vote quick. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can't vote anymore. Now you're screwed. Now your vote no longer matters because you can't vote. It's all in the hands of Ribina and T101 as they calculate your votes and let us know who will be the winner of Assembly's Shader Showdown 2020. Will it be Exka's, Finland's Exka, or a France's Monsieur Soleil?
I'm enjoying Monsieur Soleil's vibe at this moment.
233 votes were cast. Which is not good because there are more people watching on the stream. So more people should have voted. Shame on you for not voting. You should have voted. But enough of shaming. Let's try to figure out who the winner is.
Who won this? I'm going hard on Monsieur Soleil's energy. He's just like, drink, don't care. But you know, it's like we're waiting for
confusion.
Oh, and the winner is, as put in the text channel, with
421 points versus 469 points. Your winner for Assembly Demo Party 2020 Summer Autumn Edition kind of thing of the Shader Showdown is... Okay, if you do the honors.
Monsieur Soleil is the winner.
Congratulations, Monsieur Soleil. You can go drinking in celebration now, not just in celebration of ending the shader coding, but also winning the shader coding. So congratulations,
and not dying.
Big winner. Don't know if you want to drop in and give us a shout of ecstasy.
We give you the mic. We give you.
You really want me to have my shout of ecstasy, like?
Yes, please. Congratulations, man.
Oh, the bar is going to be closed.
Okay, run for the bars. We'll hold the prize for you.
We'll hold the prize. You finished. Wait, are you guys open?
Okay, I guess that's it for this stream that we have. Thank you everybody for watching. Stay tuned for the rest compo block that we still have for you today. If you like all of these shader coders, please follow them on Twitter and all the different social media. Also, Mayor DJ, if you like the sounds, please subscribe to his Twitch channel. That's it from me. And okay, do you want to say anything before we wrap up?
Well, thank you so much for watching. Apologies for the delay, but thank you for sticking with us. It was absolutely worth it. Shout out to Exka and Monsieur Soleil.
And all the organizing crew for figuring out the technical problems.
Yeah,
great work. Resolving stuff in real time is very stressful, so props for the response.
Yes, absolutely, and appreciate it for fixing it, because it was awesome to see Exka Shader in its final form, and that was it. See you next year.
Bye everyone. Take care.
Take care.
Sinä hyödyt siitä, mitä Jims tietää. Jims.fi.
This is Jake. His data just leaked online. If Jake doesn't react, a fake Jake could ruin his life. Luckily, Jake has F-Secure ID protection, which helps him prevent identity theft.